get to connect. They never get to connect their heritage.
Wow.
But I got to connect. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. Yeah. It's an awesome opportunity. I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
Come on.
Okay.
I went to Africa for the first time. People talk about how when you get off that plane and you put your foot on African soil, something happens. And I'm like, okay, cool. Woo woo, Bro, when I got off that plane, I set my foot, my right foot and my left foot, on the ground in Africa, in Johannesburg, at that airport. And the overwhelming feeling, accompanied with goosebumps that hit me, was home. Something came over me when my natural physical body was reunited to the soil of the DNA from which I came. That space, something came to over me. That was nothing I'd ever felt before. And I think what I'm saying today is that we have to align ourselves with the original design for us.
My good family, welcome back to my YouTube commentary. After a long time, I'm back here. I hope you are doing okay. Now, there's moments in life that are not just experience. They are return, they are rebirth, or I may say they are restoration. And today, we are talking about one of the most powerful, most emotional, most spiritual moments in modern Black history. Okay? When a Black American sets foot in Africa for very first time and tears fall before a single word is spoken, it speaks some volume. Now, kings and queens, thank you for being here. And I love you and I honor you so much. Now, let's speak the truth from the soul here. Now, you don't understand what's happening at first. You walk off the plane thinking you are just traveling, just exploring, just touching the motherland out of curiosity. But then something happened. Something hits you. And what's hitting you, it's not the heat, nor the sounds, or the language, but it is your spirit recognizing home before your brain catches up. Okay? The air feels different. The earth feels different. The energy feels different. Okay? And you will see tears starting forming because there is something that's happening, something spiritual. Before I continue, let's watch these clips of Black Americans coming to Africa, shedding tears, and these are joyful tears. This is a restoration tears. Let's watch these clips and then I'll continue.
Essie Lachey.
Yes.
Nice meeting you, Essie.
Nice to meet you.
Is today your first time? Is this your first time in Ghana?
No, this is my second.
Your second? Mm-hmm. What is your first impression about our country?
My first impression is this is a country of proud heritage.
Proud heritage.
Yes.
You know, when you got on the plane, where are you from?
I live in Denver, Colorado, United States.
United States. You got in the plane and then you flew to Kotoka here, came out of the airport and then you saw our city. How was the impression?
Beautiful, vibrant, and happy. I love the fishing villages.
You visited some?
Yes.
Where have you been?
Cape Coast, Takrady.
You've been to Takrady?
Yes.
Nice. That is my city, actually.
Yeah, my family is from Cape Coast. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yes.
from Takrady. Which part
I have
of Takrady?
family there. I'm not sure what part, but I have family there.
Okay, okay.
And Elmina as well.
Amazing.
So I understand now why I like seafood so much.
Yeah. You like seafood?
Because it's in my blood. No, I've always liked seafood, but when I come here and I see how much seafood is available just right in my own village, then I know, like, oh.
Take advantage full time.
Oh.
What is your best local food?
My best local food? Oh my gosh. Wache.
Wache.
Red, you can't make me do best. Red, red.
You like red?
Oh, yes. And what else? Oh, tilapia.
You like tilapia?
Oh, I love
with
the tilapia.
What? Banku?
Oh, yes, banku is my favorite. I prefer banku over fufu.
Over fufu.
Over fufu.
Welcome to the club. The Banku Club.
Yes. Madasi.
Nice. Nice. Have you experienced any cultural shock yet?
Cultural shock?
Yes. Like you see something, you go like, what is this?
No. No cultural shock.
You see something and you go like, what is this? Like, what is this?
Cultural shock in Ghana? Wow. Oh, so for me, cultural shock was how all of the classes live on each other. Like at a junction, there are the wealthy, and then there are the regular people as well. Whereas in America, it's very separated. The wealthy live over here, middle class over here, poor over here. Here, everyone's together. My family, we're at Aguasi Junction, and I see everyone. That was a cultural shock for me because in America, you know when you're going to a different economic, part. Here, everyone's together. I love that.
Over here.
Yeah, that was shocking for me.
Amazing. But you say this is your second time in Ghana.
This is my second time.
The first time you came, the first one that you came to Ghana, and then you told your people back in the state that you want to come to Africa. What was their response?
They were happy for me. My people were happy for me because a lot of Americans never. Whew.
They never get to connect. They never get to connect their heritage.
Wow.
But I got to connect. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. Yeah. It's an awesome opportunity to be able to connect where you are from, who you are. You know, everybody doesn't get that. I have it.
Why is this so important to you?
Oh gosh. Thank you. Because in America, we learn the history, but when you see it, my family is from Cape Coast, so like to be taught, about the slave castles and what happened to us, to be taught
I'm so sorry
that.
about this.
It's okay. I'm good. I'm a very emotional person, so it's normal for me to cry. We call it letting it out, It's fine, excuse me. But we learn all of our history, But to see it and to be proud and see that here it's not as affected, people are not as affected in an emotional way. You're happy to be here. The way they teach us, it's not as joyful and peaceful, So for me to come here and get peace with that, I love it. I'm so grateful.
Wow.
This park, this man was a man of peace. When I seen the peacocks, that brought me peace. I love birds. But yeah, what I cherish about this park, I'm probably still learning. I'll process a lot when I get home.
Wow. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ghana, it was such a welcoming. I mean, it was like being home.
I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
Come on.
Okay.
The people I saw, it was like, I have an uncle that looks like him. A grandmother that looks like that person. Everyone has just been wonderful. Jay has organized this
in a way that I've never experienced. The history that I learned, which you think you know, you don't really know it all, you know. So all the history, the places that we went to, it just had such a connection. And you think about what goes on in the US. You say, why am I here? You know, go to Ghana. Think about moving to Ghana. Have a connection with Ghana. Ghana. So it really has been an emotional trip for me. The food was great. The hotel was great. The places that we traveled to, I mean, just everything. I can't say anything negative. All I can say is come and see for yourself. You know, truth is there when you come and see it for yourself. You know, you never know enough, you know, and I just wish them well, and all the people that I've met, the family that we have created being among each other. I just hope that we will meet again on another trip, and it definitely will be with Jay. Yeah, so I wish everyone safe travels home.
And the people are so kind, so giving, so humble, so unpretentious. You know, it just makes you say, this is what humanity is all about, you know. And the food, I can't say enough about it. I thought I was going to lose about 10 pounds. I think I've gained about 20.
We aim to please. We aim to please.
And, you know, the history, I mean, the experience, it just lets you know how much you don't know. You know, it's been like an education for me, you know. And I look forward to doing it again and coming back, because we got a general overview of everything. We got a little this, a little that, but next time I come back, I'm going to be more detailed and more organized and really seek out the things that I found to be more interesting than other things that we experienced. And that's principally it, you know. I'm sorry to leave at this particular point in time, but, you know, duty calls.
Each day I woke up and I had to say out loud, I'm in Africa. Because I don't know for sure if it's even sunk in, or if I just feel comfortable here, that it already feels like home, because I have to keep reminding myself, I'm in Africa. It wasn't because of, you know, smooth streets or
Not at all.
or a Ghana massage. Okay.
Smooth streets.
I'm happy here. I love the people. I love it's tiring.
When you say it's tiring, what do you mean?
It's tiring to worry about your son. It's tiring to go somewhere that you deserve to be.
I wish all black people from around the world, whether you're black American, black European in the UK, if you were South American, Brazil, any black person from around the world, I wish you would visit an African country. I wish you would visit Uganda. I wish you would visit Sierra Leone, Kenya, Rwanda. Just visit an African country. And the reason why is because they have been lying to us for our entire lives. They've been lying to us. They've been telling us, first, before I even talk about what they tell us about Africa, the things that they teach us about ourselves in America. I'm gonna start with America. In America, they teach us that black people do not get along. They teach us that if you put a group of black people all together in one room, we're going to fight each other. We're going to abuse each other. We're going to do just cruel things to each other. They teach us to hate one another. Black men and black women hate each other. The black male and black female relationship in America, it don't exist. It really don't exist. Black men call black women bitches. Black men call themselves nigga, my nigga this, my nigga that, and that's what the black women call us. That's pure hatred. I know that I'm going to get a lot of slack for that. I know that people are not going to like it, but it's the truth. When you come to an African country, you never hear a man call their woman a bitch. They say, hey mama, hey beautiful. They don't use those harsh words toward the women. Here in Uganda, women are praised. They're respected. They're not called and treated like a piece of dirt. They're not. And that's why the women treat the men so well. I'm married to a Ugandan, a very, very beautiful, humble Uganda woman. She's very humble, very beautiful. I found a pot of gold. You brothers can find a pot of gold here as well. These women, they're raised to be wives. They're raised to be mothers. They want to be a wife. They want to be a mother. They're not trying to wait till they're 35, 40 years old to get married, to take care of you, to have children for you. They want to do that now. That's an experience that I wish every man will have. But we have to experience this. We have to get outside of America. And when I first started coming to African countries, I've learned that those things that we learned in America, they are not true. I see nothing but black people and they get along. They know how to settle differences. If I see two men arguing with each other, two men having a dispute, everyone around them are involved in helping settle the dispute. You don't hear people like, oh man, you need to beat him down or you need to F him up. You don't hear that. What you hear is, that's your brother. You guys need to learn how to get along. It's okay. What's the problem? And they talk about the problem and they all talk about a solution to the problem. In America, what you're going to hear is people going to instigate. They're going to say, oh man, you going to let him talk to you like that? You going to let him do you like that? That's wrong. We have to change that behavior. Our values are very bad. I know I'm going to get criticized for that, but our values are bad. We get these values from our oppressor. Yes, that's where we get those values from our oppressors. They like to see us fighting each other. They like to see us bickering with each other. They like to see us not supporting each other. They like to see us being consumers. I saw a video yesterday. It was a brother on there. He was saying that he was talking about Nike shoes and saying that that's a part of our culture. How can purchasing a material item be part of a culture? That's called consumerism. Consumerism is not healthy. It's not good for us. We need to be producers. We need to be the developers, not that we're buying a white man's product and saying that's our culture. That's not culture. It's not culture. We have to come to Africa. We have to rediscover ourselves. We have to relearn those things that were taught to us. We have to erase all those things. Come learn this beautiful culture. Enjoy the people here on the ground. Go to Kenya. Kenya is a very beautiful country. The people there are beautiful. The women are very nice. They're very humble. Go to South Africa. I've been there. They're very welcoming. They're very, very welcoming. Go to Zimbabwe. Go to Zambia. I have friends from these countries. I know people in these countries. Even if I haven't been to a certain country, I have friends there. I've been to many European countries, and the value system there is different. Now, when you go to a country, if you come to Uganda, respect their value system, respect their culture. When you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. So we can't come here and bring our American attitude here. We have to be humble. We have to figure out how are things done here, and we have to acclimate to the way things are done here. We can't come being arrogant. No one wants you around when you're arrogant. We don't want people around in America that's arrogant. If you're in Paris, when I went to France, they didn't want no one around that's arrogant. When I was in Amsterdam, they didn't want no one around that's arrogant. When I was in Puerto Rico, I traveled the world. And that's one thing I learned. Wherever you go, you have to humble yourself. You have to find out the ways of the people in that community. Come to Uganda, come to African countries, find the African country that best fits your personality. Ghana's very beautiful. I've been there. And there are some people, where Ghana fits your personality better. There's some people where Liberia are going to fit your personality better. There are some where you might even want to go to Morocco or Egypt. It might fit your personality better. For me, Uganda fits my personality better. And I found a pot of gold in Uganda. My greatest investments in the world are in Uganda. No, I'm not talking about the land that we own here. I'm not talking about houses or cars. I'm talking about I invested in a wife. We gave birth to a child here. We gave birth to a child in the U.S. That's my greatest investments in the world. It comes by the way of my investment in Uganda. Uganda is the real Wakanda. Wakanda is fake. That's a make-believe. If you want the real experience, you come to Uganda. You come here, enjoy the people, find love. Whether you're a black man or a black woman, you can find love here. And it's amazing. I'm telling you, you will be completely shocked when you find out the love experiences here in Uganda, when you find out the pureness of love here, where a person would genuinely love you. It's like second to none. It's something I can't explain. It's not a fake love. And you'll have people say, well, someone want a green card, someone want to marry you for your money. You're going to have that around the world. You're going to have people, whether you're in America, that's going to marry you for the wrong reason or be with you for the wrong reason. So you have to be discerning, and you have to learn how to pick and select the right person. I was very successful at picking a very beautiful Uganda woman that wants me for me, that loves me, that's been through the storms with me, the highs and the lows. We've been together for 10 years. That's a testament. And we have 30, 40 more years ahead of us. So come to Uganda, find an African country that suits your personality, and we have to change our perception on what we were taught in America. And the things they taught us about Africa, all that is a lie. People don't live in huts. They don't have lions as pets. All that stuff is just garbage. It's just whitewash bull crap, and we have to get away from that. We have to come experience for ourselves.
Welcome back. Now, when a black American sets his foot in Africa and you look around, you are realizing you are not a minority, you are a majority. You are realizing that you don't stand out, you don't feel watched, you are realizing that you don't feel judged, you are realizing that you don't feel unsafe because of your skin. You look around as a black American, you see melanin everywhere. Black pilots, black police, black president, black business owners, And the mind whispers that this is what they never wanted you to see. Okay? The lie they have been hiding, the lie they have been telling you for all these years has finally been relieved or been revealed. Because your entire life as a black American was fed with lies about Africa. It's important to know that even Africans was fed lies about black Americans now. I'm talking about black Americans visiting their first time the motherland. They lied that Africa is poor. They lied that Africa is dangerous. They lied about Africa being backward, that you don't belong here. But when your feet touch that soil, you realize the truth. The truth that the only dangerous thing about Africa was the day you discovered what it truly is. Africa is rich, is powerful, it is vast, it is spiritual, it is home. Okay? So when you think about all of these, tears make sense. You are not shedding tears from sadness, but you are shedding tears from awakening. And when those tears fall, they are not just your tears. They are tears of your grandmother. They are tears of your great-great-grandfather. They are tears of enslaved who prayed that one day our children will return is being answered. They dreamed of stepping back on African soil. They dreamed of freedom. They dreamed of home. And you are living their dream. Okay? And the ancestors will whisper, welcome back. You made it, my son. You made it, my daughter. So this journey is not about tourism. The journey we are seeing of Black Americans coming back to the motherland is not about tourism. This is not vacation photo movement. No, this is heritage, it is repair, and it is reversal of history. Okay? It is spiritual homecoming, because no matter how far we were scattered as Black people, no matter how many borders divided us, Africa never stopped being home. And we as Africans never, or you as Black Americans never stopped being African. Okay? Because when you come here, you meet your people, and there's no hesitation, no suspicion, no fear. It's just warmth. They are welcoming you with warm hands. You know, you're feeling you haven't felt in a long time. You are feeling you are safe, you are seen, you are whole, you know. And you meet people who smiles. A smile welcoming you home. Just those two words, welcome home, is enough. Okay? It's enough. Now, there's a moment that hits even harder than just stepping off the plane. And it's when you hear African drums for the first time in person. You are hearing African drums not on YouTube, not on documentary, not sampled in a hip-hop track, but you are hearing the voice live, real, vibrating through the earth into your body. And this beat isn't just music, it is a memory. Okay? The rhythm speaks like a language in your DNA, and you remember everything. Okay? You remember because your ancestors spoke through those drums. They danced to them. They prayed to them. They communicated a revolution with them. Okay? And as you stand there listening as a Black American, you feel something Asian ignite inside you. You feel your body start moving before your mind understand why your feet responds to rhythm older than America itself. It is because that drum doesn't just make noise. That drum restores identity. So my Black Americans, if you see one of you coming here in Africa and shedding tears, it's not fake tears. Africans, if you see Black Americans coming here in Africa and shedding tears, it is not fake tears. It is spiritual tears. It is something spiritual inside you, something that no one can explain. Okay? Because you are standing where our ancestors were taken off. You are visiting the slave dungeons, the door of no return, the castles along the West African coast, the memories, the rivers, the sacred grounds. You are walking inside and everything changes. You know, the air gets heavier. Your chest tightens. Your spirit trembles. There's a feeling that only those who have come in Africa can explain what is happening. Black American or African Americans who are shedding tears while visiting here, just know something you have done is a great thing. You are fulfilling the dream of your great parents. And there's a psychological shift that is happening, removing America from your mind and installing some something new. Because I'll say this, what you once thought was success back in America, it is not the success. Your mindsets have to change. What you once thought was freedom or what you once thought was a normal life, it changes while you step or when you step your foot here. Because for the first time you see black power not as resistance, but as assistance, as reality, and as default. Your dreams transform, your stance rise, and your pride returns, and you will realize that the greatest damage wasn't change, but it was identity theft. Because when your identity is being stolen, you are stolen as a man, as whole. When you don't have an identity, you don't have someone, you don't have you. That's the reality. Even here in Africa, when you cannot trace your father's homeland, your father's lineage, then your identity is a little bit shaken. Okay? You know, when you come here to Africa, there's a real African love. I know all of us, we have different experience, and maybe the experience you have faced for the first time, it is different, or it varies from one to another, because some black Americans will come here and say, it is bad, there is this. People are not helping. They see you, they see money, which is true. Because even Africans, we have that mindset that whenever we see an American, you see dollars, you see people with money. And as an African mindset, it was installed to us it is a brainwash by the white system to always think that white powers, someone who is white, is a little bit higher than you. And it is evident on the ground. When you have white person and a black person, you see this white person being treated fairly than you. And when you have a black American and African, you will see different treatment. They will treat a black American with a lot of respect than me as an African. But you know, this treatment, we're expecting some dollars, we're expecting something. That's what is happening with the mind of the normal mind that has been brainwashed. So if you come here, take your time. Know that things like this can happen. But as you continue being here, you will see something changes. But when you are here, there's a real African love. You will see a stranger smile at you. Not a suspicious glance. Not a nervous stare. But you will see a genuine smile. You will see a mother calling you my son, my daughter, my brother, my sister. You'll see someone grabbing your hands in greeting. You'll see children wave at you. Because of what? Because you are part of the family. Because hospitality in Africa is not performed. Hospitality in Africa, it's a culture. People speak to you with warmth. People speak to you with joy. People speak to you with pride. And suddenly, when you are here, you will realize that this is what life feels like without a racial tension, without the constant weight, without fear in your breath or trauma in your posture. When you are here, you don't feel like you escaped America, but you feel like you returned to humanity. Okay? Even those who never considered themselves spiritual say the same thing, like, I feel like the ancestors are here with me. You feel when you breathe your air, you feel different type of air in the land, in the face, in the music, in the soul itself. There is a presence, there is warmth, there is comfort, there is protection. When you are here, you don't feel alone. You feel watched over. Okay? Family, let me tell you this. When you step your foot in Africa, you don't just visit our land. What you are doing, you are meeting your lineage, you are meeting your truth. You are meeting your beginning and your future. And that's why tears will fall to some of black Americans who have taken this thing seriously. That's why the heart trembles when you are here. That's why the soul awakens. Okay? Because you didn't just arrive in Africa, but you arrived in you. You are facing you. Okay? Now, Because after the tears settle, after the spirit grounds itself, after you breathe that African air and feels whole, something else begins. What begins is a new chapter, okay? A new understanding and a new mission. And this isn't just an emotional moment anymore, but this is the beginning of a movement. Because one of the most beautiful moments happens when you meet the youth of Africa. They don't look like, or they don't look at you like a foreigner. They don't look at you with judgment, but they look at you with recognition, okay? They will tell you, welcome home, brother, okay? We have been waiting for you, and a number of things. So I'll say this. There is one thing the world fears most than anything, and this thing is African and Black Americans uniting. And the most natural, powerful people on this point, spiritually, economically, culturally, creatively, were separated by designs, and these are Black people. Because the day we link hands across the ocean, the day we see each other as family instead of strangers, the global system shifts forever. Okay? When a Black American touches African soil, they don't just find home. You don't just find home, but you discover that your global Black brothers and sisters. You will discover content rising. You will discover a diaspora awakening. You will discover a future forming together. Okay? And all the misconception that we were told about each other, it's fading away. It's melting away. Because we were misinformed. We were told that Africans don't like Black Americans and African Americans don't care about Africa. But when you sit down with the real people, when you talk, laugh and eat and learn and share with them, those lies collapse overnight, because Africa have learned your struggle right now. Africa have learned your struggle in America, and they know that it was real. And you have learned about Africa, and you knew that Africa never forgot you. Okay? And upon being here, there's a number of things you will do. You will taste the food. You'll see the culture. You'll see the rhythm. It is about relearning yourself. Okay? Because Africa doesn't just reconnect you to learn, but it reconnects you to culture, dignity, and rhythm. Okay? That's what is happening here in Africa. So my point of this video, you see Black Americans, African Americans setting their foot in Africa, shedding tears. Don't see that there is a joke. No, find your time, visit here. There is something different hits you when you land on the motherland. There is something different hits you, and that something, it is you. You are going to connect yourself with you, with your future, with whom you are, with your real identity as a Black American. I hope we are all right on that. I have played videos of you, of Black Americans shedding tears, and I know maybe it will change for all of you who think that it's just a joke. It will change one or two things, okay? Tell me what you think on the comment section about that video. Until next episode, peace out.